I don't know if you can see those people up there with the yellow coats on, obviously taking Instagram photos. I think they might end up on Insta repeat. It's a long shot, but have any of you seen my other glove? Good morning, viewers, and welcome back to my hotel room in Greenland. You join me at a time of great uncertainty. Basically, today is supposed to be my last day in Greenland. Tomorrow I'm going to be flying to Iceland. Well, that's the plan. The airport from which you fly to Iceland is on a little island called Kulusuk, and today is all about trying to get to Kulusuk. There are two ways to get there. The first is helicopter, and the second is by sailing. And our plan had been to sail and to stop off at some ice caves and stuff, which would have been amazing. But there's loads and loads of snow out there, which is, well, irrelevant really, other than the fact that it's going to be followed by a big storm. And, well, nobody really fancies sailing in a big storm in the high up North Atlantic. So we don't know what's going to happen, basically. I'm going to pack in case we leave really soon and try and beat the storm. I think the chances are, though, that we're going to be staying here another day or two and missing our flight and stuff, which is no bad thing. I mean, I've been stuck in much worse places. That's a lie, I've never really been stuck anywhere. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, I'll be very happy to be stuck here, so fingers crossed. Two kinds of people in the world, I reckon. Tidy people and the rest of us. Ugh. Right, quick update everyone. We're not leaving today. I think the storm is actually going to be quite a big one, like 100-mile-an-hour winds and stuff, so I don't think it'd be very safe to leave in the boat. That is now expected to arrive in a few hours, like evening. I think it was forecast for lunchtime earlier, but it's not anymore. So we've come out into the mountains to try and get some photos before the weather goes crazy. And now the weather and the light is amazing, and for the first time since I've been here I'm really not that cold. I mean, I've not even got my big jacket on, despite the fact that I imagine it looks quite cold. So yeah, just gonna try and get some photos until we get blown away. Oh yeah, I need to have a good moan actually. I haven't done that for a while in a video, I don't think. So basically last night, oh my god, this photo's amazing. Right, sorry, I'll pick this up in a minute. Oh, it's perfect. I'm going up. Okay, and to the left. Up and left. Where was I? Oh yeah, so this moan. So I since I've been here I haven't really been on the internet all that much, which has been lovely actually to have a bit of a break from it. But I decided to go on the internet this morning, and I went on YouTube, and I've missed YouTube. God, I haven't realised how big a part of my life YouTube is, and not just making videos, watching videos. I really missed it. Anyway, I went on YouTube, and on the recommended page, or the videos that were being suggested to me, I'd say 40% of them were like camera hack videos, you know, like 10 camera hacks in 100 seconds and 16 camera hacks in 60 seconds, and you know the score, you've probably seen them before. And I think it's because like a year or 2 years ago Peter McKinnon did one and it got millions of views and it was very good, and since then everyone has just tried to make their own. And they're all pretty much of a muchness. They all use similar kinds of tips and tricks, and I'm so sick of them, particularly when it's all that's suggested to me. So please stop making those videos. I think everyone knows by now that if you want soft corners in your photos, don't smear Vaseline on your lens, just use Lightroom or Photoshop or something. So yeah, just enough of those videos please. I think everybody is camera hacked out. Although if they keep getting ridiculous views, I'll be forced to do my own, which would make me, well, at best a hypocrite, I guess, wouldn't it? Anyway, end of the moan, and time to go and get some more photos of these mountains. I think I've mentioned in the previous videos I've done here that the light, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but it's just amazing. I don't know if it's because the sun is quite low, and who knows. I certainly don't. Also, some facts about Greenland that I didn't know before this week. Its population is about 60,000, give or take. There are maybe between 15 and 30 kind of large-ish settlements, I guess. Tazilak being one of them, 2,500 people live here. And there are different dialects all across the country. So Ulanak and Carlo struggle to pick up some of the East Greenlandic that gets spoken here because it's completely different to their West Greenlandic, and yeah, that's super interesting. There's a ship actually that's just pulled in that brings supplies here, and that turns up once every couple of months, I think, which is also quite cool. It's just awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it here. That's the sled dogs. I think they know the storm's coming. Oh. Sludge. As well as this being the only time this week that I felt hot, it's also the only time we've had difficult lighting conditions. I mean, obviously, as I said before, the light is amazing, but it's the first time it's been harsh, so trying to work out what to do. Found quite a nice reflection. Well, I say found, I just stumbled across it really. So I've don't know if you can see that, the mountain and then the reflection. So I've taken a photo of that, literally just pointed my camera at the horizon and clicked. Not 1 ounce of creativity, but it's a nice picture, so I don't mind. We think the storm is coming, and it doesn't look like it at the moment, but the wind in the mountains is starting to pick up. I don't know if you can see the clouds on top of these mountains starting to roll over quite quickly. So yeah, I think we're probably not in the best spot for when the storm does come, so we should probably leave. Okay, I think it's time to go. The wind's picked up, the reflection's gone, and I think the storm's coming. So we've wrapped up Carlo's portrait shoot. Go and check Carlo out on Instagram. He's a very talented photographer, and we're going to get out of the way of the storm now, I think. Good and bad news, everybody. We managed to get a helicopter, as I imagine you've just seen. The bad news, though, is that we got one too late to catch the flight to Iceland. So instead, we're going to get a flight later to Nuuk, the capital of Greenland. We'll stay there for a couple of nights and then fly to Iceland on Monday. Bit of a pain, to be honest, but I guess that's what happens when you find yourself somewhere so remote and there's only a flight every 2 or 3 days. So exciting, though. Adventure! And I think we've got time before our flight to go and look at the village here, Kulusuk, so that should be fun too. Also, I reckon this airport, Kulusuk, is my favourite airport in the world. When I got here last Saturday from Iceland, I got off the plane, went into this building, nobody checked my passport, and then 2 minutes later my bag got dropped off by a tractor. And also, this is the view. It's like the waiting room view. Bit better than Heathrow, I think. Hello. Oh my god. Right, back at the airport and about to get the plane. Full of a massive steak and a dessert that was about twice the size of that steak. So, plane's going to be heavy. Also, I'm stood next to this light to try and show my face. It's quite dark, as you can see. Still an amazing view though. Hello all, I've just been to go and get some breakfast. Some very sugary breakfast. And today's day 2 in Nuuk. Don't know why I put the camera here, this is quite uncomfortable, but never mind. Yesterday was day 1 in Nuuk, and all I really did was edit photos. There was some time to go and look around an art gallery, which was good. Anyway, today, hopefully, we're going to Iceland. Yes! And as sad as I am to leave Greenland, I'm excited about Iceland. I definitely should have packed some more clothes for this 2-week trip, I think. Thankfully, smell doesn't translate on YouTube, so as far as you're concerned, I smell like roses. Just imagine that. Welcome to Iceland, everybody. I am here with the world's smallest hire car, I think, but it's perfectly adequate. I'm here for a few days, not as long as I wanted to be, obviously, because we were delayed in Greenland. But that's okay, I'm just here for a bit of a location scout, as normal, and hopefully I shall be back for a more extensive trip in the not too distant future. I can't really remember what this video was about, to be honest. It's been 5 or 6 days since I started it. Camera hacks, no more camera hacks. Yes, please no more camera hacks. But thank you very much for watching yet another disjointed vlog. The next video will start from this very seat in this tiny car in this car park, and hopefully I shall be enjoying a few days of awesome adventures here in Iceland. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.